All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Vivek Chhabria, and today I'm going to tell you guys a story. A story about how I got to plan an event that helped an amazing cause. A story about how I got to bring my entire school together, and a story about how I changed as a person. So I want to start off by thanking some really important people, my parents. Every Sunday in the Chhabria household, we have TED time. My dad picks an inspirational TED video he liked watching during the week, and then we sit down and we watch it as a family. We then discuss it, and it's just great family bonding time. But what's really cool is my parents have always been about having my sister and me reach for something more, reach for our dreams, shoot for the moon. And without them, I wouldn't be standing here today. So I thought I'd start off by thanking them. That's my dad right there. Okay, so I'll get started then. So here's a kind of goofy picture with me. I'm wearing my girlfriend's sunglasses. I'm typically a really stressed person. In high school, I was very focused on my schoolwork. I was involved with service club, student council, National Honor Society. I captained my school's tennis team. I was like every senior in America, just without enough time. But what's really cool about my senior year is I got to get involved with a lot of different service projects, like the picture in the top right. During my spring break, I got to head down to Dade City, Florida with some friends and work on Habitat for Humanity houses. That was just an amazing, eye-opening experience. And because I got so involved with service during high school, I decided to run for my school service club presidency. Luckily, I got elected, and it honestly changed my life. As service club president, I got a really cool opportunity to meet with community groups who came to our school and were like, hey, we would love for your service club to get involved with this. One group that really stood out was BuckeyeThon. BuckeyeThon is a 12-hour dance marathon at The Ohio State University that raises money for pediatric cancer, for fighting pediatric cancer. The money raised for the event helps families who have children who have cancer pay for the expensive cost of cancer treatment. So BuckeyeThon came to our school and was like, hey, we would love for you to scale this 60,000-person event down to your high school. It sounded like such a cool idea, and we were really excited about it. But we were also a little hesitant. Our school already has a homecoming, a winter formal, a prom, like every other high school. And we're like, will our student body really get into this? On top of that, it's never easy to convince students to come to a student-run event. It doesn't have the same connotation as, say, a professionally run event. And on top of that, the people who'd be planning this event were a bunch of seniors who, like myself, were constantly busy. We were really hesitant, and we're like, I don't know if this is going to work. It'd be a lot of fun, but we weren't sure it was going to work. So then something happened. Then we fell in love with the cause. This is Avalon. Avalon was diagnosed with cancer when she was just 17 months of age. She's had cancer for over 5 years, and after 5 years, she's been officially cured of cancer, which is so exciting. Unfortunately, though, after hundreds of rounds of chemotherapy and general anesthesia, she has had permanent damage to her brain, her GI system, her bones. Avalon has been a fighter her whole life, and it's not even been a very long one. Avalon has been an inspiration to me. Today was the third time I got to see Avalon, and every time I see Avalon, she's wearing this colorful costume, and she has this smile that just sort of lights up the room. It's just amazing. And after hearing Avalon's story, I was like, this needs to happen. We need to do something about this. So after BuckeyeThon, I started Patriothon at my high school. I know, super creative, right? And Patriothon was a 6-hour dance marathon that occurred on April 7th. It was a huge idea. We thought, how are we going to put this together? So the first thing we did to try to plan this huge event was get as many people together as we could. Here's a picture of some of my friends who helped out during the event. Honestly, I wouldn't be standing here without them. I couldn't even fit them all on one slide. So we got all our friends together, all these people, and we're like, all right, let's do this. So we got in a room, and we're like, let's start planning a dance marathon. Then something else happened. We hit a brick wall. We realized, wait a sec, we don't know how to plan a dance marathon. Yeah, it was not a great thing. And with big ideas and problems in life, you run into these brick walls, and you try to figure out how to get through them. And you can't run straight through a brick wall. It's just funny in the cartoons. It doesn't work in real life. So I turned to someone who's always been really inspirational to me, Randy Pausch. If you guys haven't seen his last lecture, you should definitely check it out. He was a professor at Carnegie Mellon University and was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and was told he only had 6 months left to live. During that time, he spent as much time as he could with his children and his family, but he also spent a lot of time compiling what he felt were important life ideas. And one thing that he said that really stuck with me is that brick walls are there for a reason. The brick walls are not there to keep us out. The brick walls are there to give us a chance to show us how badly we want something. And that kind of resonated with our entire service group, and we said, all right, let's do this. Let's get past this brick wall. So we started creating a list of everything that needed to get done, and we delegated the task to all our friends. We launched this massive marketing campaign in our school. We sold T-shirts at lunch the week of the event to get people excited about it. We plastered the words, "It's coming," all over the school so people could ask what's coming, and we'd yell, "Patreon!" I mean, we did whatever we could to tell people about the event and get them excited. But the biggest thing we did to enhance our marketing was we told our student body that we wanted to raise $10,000. And when we told people that, they just sort of looked at us and were like, yeah, good luck with that. It's kind of crazy. A bunch of high schoolers who have no experience planning events trying to raise $10,000. It sounds crazy. So the event eventually came on April 7th, and we started off by having everyone gather in the gym about 30 minutes before, around 4:30, and we all set up a tunnel like this, and Avalon walked straight through it, and it was just one of the most amazing experiences just watching that happen. And then Avalon and her mom stood up on the stage, and they talked to us about their experiences, the good ones and the bad ones, and that really put everything in perspective. So after Avalon and her mom gave their speeches, we danced for 6 hours straight. It was so much fun. During that time, we had some of the popular artists in our school perform. We had a pie eating contest, a weed dancing tournament. We even had a date auction when we took the gentleman that all the ladies loved at our school and we put them up for auction. And we ended up raising a bunch of money just doing that. We did whatever we could to raise more money. And what was really cool is by doing all this stuff, we just sort of brought everyone together. Everyone had this amazing time dancing for this amazing cause. So at the end of the night, we showed everyone how much money we raised. We wrote down the numbers of the amount of money on boards, and we walked up to the stage, and we held up the numbers. And before we did, I talked in the microphone and was like, "Are you guys all ready to see how much money we raised?" And everyone was so excited. And we held up the number, and it read $9,246.53. It was great. It was a lot of money, but we just didn't make it. We were this close, and everyone was excited, but at the same time, they were like, what happened? These kids were working so hard. They planned for 6 months. Why didn't it work? And I guess people started to realize, though, that it didn't matter. If you went into the cafeteria during PatriotHon, you saw a Why We Dance wall. Everyone who came to PatriotHon wrote a Post-it note why they were at PatriotHon and why they were dancing. Some of the ones were really inspirational, like, "I dance so my cousin can keep living," or "I dance just for the kids." If you went on Twitter or Facebook later that night, you would read some amazing tweets or Facebook posts about how PatriotHon really changed people. PatriotHon, like I said, was an amazing experience for me. It allowed me to plan an event that helped support this amazing cause. It allowed me to plan an event that brought my entire school together, and it allowed me to plan an event that made me more confident, allowed me to put my life into perspective. What was really cool about PatriotHon was that I also got to fool the audience, because in reality, PatriotHon raised $17,819.38. And that's how we ended the night. Thank you, guys.